Thanks for staying with us. You're watching WION World is One. I'm Adhya Juneja and this is Speed News. Let's start with all the stories making headlines today. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has revealed that dialogue and an exchange of messages are ongoing between Tehran and Washington despite the current deadlock in talks. According to a report by the Iranian news agency IRNA, Araghchi stated that it is not possible to judge until a clear conclusion is reached. Everything that is being said now is speculation and should not be taken seriously until it is certain. Iran's parliament speaker and chief negotiator Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf appeared on Iranian state television to make a statement on the latest developments. He said that Tehran would not accept any American offer unless it was certain that the rights of the Iranian people were upheld. Ghalibaf added that the Iranian negotiators did not trust any promises made by the US reports from American publications that says that US President Donald Trump sent back a tougher offer to Iran in response to Tehran's latest proposal. A senior Iranian official denied media reports claiming that Iranian President Pezeshkian had resigned. Well, the remarks came after reports surfaced that Pezeshkian had submitted a resignation letter to the office of Supreme Leader Mojtaba Khamenei, citing an unnamed official. The report alleged that the letter criticized the Islamic Revolutionary Guard for effectively taking control of large parts of the government and sidelining the president and other senior officials from key decision-making processes. Amid a dramatic expansion of Israeli military operations in Lebanon, at least 8 people, including 3 women, have been killed in an Israeli strike on southern Lebanon. According to the Lebanese Health Ministry, the attack took place in the town of Deir Zerani in Nabatea district. 19 people, including 5 children and 6 women, have been wounded in the attack. The strikes come a day after Israeli troops captured the strategic Beaufort Castle. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has called the capture a dramatic shift in the campaign against Hezbollah and vowed to push deeper into Lebanon. An Israeli airstrike killed at least 2 Palestinians and wounded 12 at a Gaza cafe that was packed with people celebrating public holidays. An eyewitness said that they were enjoying some fresh air in the cafe by the port when a missile struck them. Over 55 people have been killed in an explosion at a building in northeastern Myanmar that was reportedly storing explosives for mining. Around 70 people have been injured in the blast that occurred in rebel-held territory in the country's north. The rebels say that explosives were being stored for mining operations, but they detonated accidentally. The blast took place in the rebel-held village of Kaungtup, the area located about 3 kilometers south of the Chinese border, which is under the control of the Tang National Liberation Army, an ethnic armed group. Well, the Tang National Liberation Army, or TNLA, said in a statement released on its Telegram channel that gelignite had been stored by the group's economic department for use in mining and stone quarrying sites. Well, they are one of the many factions fighting against Myanmar's government as the civil war rages on in the country. The war began after a military coup led by current President Min Aung Hlaing. Colombia is headed for a presidential runoff later this month after no candidate secured the majority needed to win outright in the first round of voting. Leading the race is tough-on-crime lawyer Abelardo de la Espriella, a political newcomer known as El Tigre. De la Espriella has sought to align himself with the law and order approach of US President Donald Trump. Well, he campaigned on a promise to crack down on criminal groups and emerged as the top vote-getter with nearly 44% of the vote. However, he fell short of the 50% threshold required to secure victory in the first round. The Democratic Republic of Congo has reported a rise in Ebola infections with 19 new positive test results, pushing the total number of confirmed cases to 282. According to data released by the Communications Ministry, Ituri province accounts for 264 confirmed cases, while North Kivu province has reported 15 cases and South Kivu province 3. Authorities say the confirmed cases include 42 deaths. In Brazil, 2 patients who recently arrived from African countries have been placed in isolation after showing symptoms associated with Ebola. Officials say one of the 2 later tested negative for the virus. Cyprus and Bangladesh are logged in to contest to lead UN's 193-member General Assembly for its 81st session, while the election takes place on Tuesday, 2nd of June, in a ballot at the General Assembly Hall. The winner will assume office when the session opens in September. The President of the General Assembly, PGA, is the chief presiding officer of the world's largest multilateral forum. While the role is largely procedural, chairing meetings, ruling on points of order and guiding the adoption of resolution, it carries considerable conveying power and moral authority. Supporters of Israel based in New York City gathered for the annual Israel Day Parade. According to the Jewish Community Relations Council of New York, the Israel Day Parade is the world's largest celebration of Israeli culture and spirit. While Mayor Zohran Mamdani did not take part in the parade this year, other officials, including New York Governor Kathy Hochul, attended the event. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum accused the United States of interference after the U.S. Department of Justice announced an investigation into 10 current and former Mexican officials over alleged ties to drug trafficking. Speaking before thousands of supporters gathered at the Monument to the Revolution in Mexico City to mark the 2nd anniversary of her electoral victory, Sheinbaum criticized Washington's request to detain and extradite the officials named in the probe. The Mexican president insisted that her government does not protect individuals involved in illegal activities, but stressed that any investigations must be carried out by Mexican institutions, not foreign authorities. Chinese military conducted patrols near the disputed Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea, furthering tensions with the Philippines, which completed maritime exercises with the U.S. The Chinese state media reported the People Liberation Army Southern Theater Command has organized the patrols across territorial waters, airspace and surrounding areas of the shoal, which Beijing refers to as Pyongyangdao. However, Manila has dismissed Beijing's claims of active tactical exercises in the area as quote-unquote completely unfounded. But the development comes following a 5-day joint maritime exercise by Philippines and US forces near the same waters from May 26th to 30th. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has visited a large-scale greenhouse complex in the northwest city of Sinuiju, calling areas hosting the farm a standard of regional development. The Korean Central News Agency said Kim conducted an on-site inspection of the Sinuiju combined greenhouse farm the previous day, reviewing vegetable production and management operations. Nepal Prime Minister Balendra Shah has pushed for peaceful talks with neighbour India, but Shah says his government would seek to resolve border disputes with India through dialogue and diplomacy, reaffirming Kathmandu's commitment to maintaining constructive ties with New Delhi. The Nepal Prime Minister, who addressed the country's parliament for the first time since assuming office after the March elections, even surprised many when he admitted mutual encroachments along India-Nepal border. A major expansion of the West Bengal government is set to take place today, with Chief Minister Suvendu Adhikari announcing that 35 new ministers will be inducted into the state cabinet. The oath-taking ceremony will be held at Lok Bhavan at around 11 a.m., where Governor R.N. Ravi will administer the oath of office to the new ministers. Well, the cabinet expansion comes less than a month after Adhikari assumed office as CM following the BJP's sweeping victory in the West Bengal Assembly elections. Suvendu Adhikari was sworn in on May 9th, ending the Trinamool Congress' 15 years rule in the state. Along with him, 4 ministers were sworn in during the first phase of government formation. China has successfully launched a new test satellite aimed at advancing next-generation internet technologies. The satellite was sent into space from the Xichang Satellite Launch Center aboard a long March 2D carrier rocket. Well, the spacecraft will be used to test direct satellite-to-phone broadband connectivity, allowing mobile devices to access networks from space. It will also support experiments in space-ground network integration, a key technology for future communications infrastructure. Malaysia has introduced new online safety rules requiring major social media platforms to verify users' ages. Under the new regulations, children under the age of 16 will not be allowed to register for social media accounts. The rules apply to large platforms with at least 8 million users in Malaysia, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. Platforms will be required to implement age verification systems using documents such as national ID cards or passports. Nearly 150 types of robots were showcased at the World Intelligence Expo 2026 held in the northern Chinese city of Tianjin. The event featured a dedicated embodied intelligence hall for the first time, highlighting the rapid growth of AI-powered robotics. A 1,700 square meter robo-town attracted large crowds displaying technologies across industrial, medical and consumer applications. The exhibition demonstrated robots performing precise tasks such as threading a needle, showcasing advances in dexterity and machine intelligence. South Korean stocks touched a fresh record high on Monday, outperforming most Asian markets amid ongoing uncertainty over US-Iran talks. The Kospi rose more than 1%, helped by a 3% gain in Samsung Electronics, which hit an all-time high. Elsewhere, Japan's Nikkei edged higher, while Australian shares closed in the red. Investors remain focused on US-Iran negotiations after President Donald Trump said he is in no hurry to finalize the deal, while warning military action could resume if talks fail. Meanwhile, US stocks ended last week at record highs, driven by strong technology shares. Oil prices surged more than 2% on Monday after Israel ordered troops deeper into Lebanon, escalating its conflict with Hezbollah despite a ceasefire agreement. Crude climbed to nearly $90 a barrel, while Brent rose above $93. The renewed fighting has dampened hopes for a quick extension of the US-Iran ceasefire deal and raised fresh concerns over energy supplies. Markets are also watching the Strait of Hormuz, a key global oil shipping route, amid reports of new Iranian mines in the waterway. Supply fears are now outweighing the weak economic data from China, pushing crude prices higher. The US dollar traded steady on Monday as investors monitored developments in West Asia and looked ahead to key central bank signals. Markets are watching for progress on a possible US-Iran ceasefire extension, with President Donald Trump saying a decision could come soon. Attention is also turning to this week's US jobs data, which could shape expectations for Federal Reserve interest rate moves. Analysts say the dollar's direction will depend on both geopolitical risks and economic data, while oil prices remain a key factor for global markets. Royal Challengers Bangalore have won back-to-back IPL titles after beating the Gujarat Titans in the final. RCB became just the third franchise after Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings to retain the prestigious title. Royal Challengers Bangalore had no trouble chasing the 156-run target in Ahmedabad. Virat Kohli starred in the chase as RCB completed the win with 12 balls to spare. RCB waited 17 years to win a maiden IPL title, and now they have won two in as many years. Arsenal might not have been able to win the Champions League, but that did not stop the players and fans from celebrating their first Premier League triumph in 22 years. More than 500,000 attended the open-top bus parade in North London, less than 24 hours after Arsenal's defeat to PSG in the Champions League final. But it was still a season to celebrate for the Gunners and their faithful as they ended their wait for the first Premier League title since 2004. World number 1 Aryna Sabalenka's match against Naomi Osaka at Roland Garros tonight will be the first women's match to take place in the French Open's night slot since 2023. Each of the previous 32 primetime sessions had been allocated to men's matches. Since the one-match evening sessions were introduced in 2021, only 4 of the first 60 slots on court Philippe Chatrier had contained a women's match. The French Open organizers have been heavily criticized for that policy. The fourth-round encounter between Sabalenka and four-time Grand Slam champion Osaka will end a streak of 33 straight men's matches in the evening session at the French Open. Top seed Sabalenka is chasing her first title at Roland Garros. Music superstar Dua Lipa and actor Callum Turner have officially tied the knot in an intimate private ceremony in London. The wedding comes roughly a year after the couple announced their engagement in June 2025. The pair first sparked romance rumors in January 2024. Veteran actor and LGBT+ rights campaigner Ian McKellen led the Commonwealth Walk of Shame in London on 30th of May. The actor protested the continued criminalization of same-sex relationships in 29 Commonwealth nations. Frankie Valli, the iconic frontman of the Four Seasons, has cancelled the rest of the band's 2026 farewell tour dates due to health concerns. The 92-year-old singer announced on social media that he would be taking the remainder of the year off to focus on his well-being, resulting in the cancellation of 8 performances scheduled across the US. Valli, the sole original member still performing with the group, thanked his fans for their support and left the door open for a potential return once his health improves. Acclaimed Scottish actor Brian Cox celebrates his 80th birthday today. Well, the Succession star revealed in a recent interview that he had never really paid much attention to his age, often feeling far younger than his years. Despite a few physical twinges, Cox noted that he still feels like a 9-year-old at heart. The veteran actor is keeping busy, however, as he steps behind the camera for his upcoming directorial debut, Claire Authon. Filmmaker Shekhar Kapoor and Academy Award-winning composer A.R. Rahman are joining forces once again for Masoom, the New Generation. It is a contemporary reimagining of Kapoor's beloved 1983 classic. Rahman is coming on board not only to compose the film's music but also as a co-producer. The highly anticipated project will explore modern themes of identity, migration and family.